Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. What's good guys, Ash Bash back again with another sneaker review, and this is for the Yeezy Basketball Quantum, finally. So if you're a Yeezy fan or Kanye fan in general, this is a shoe that you've been seeing for months, maybe over a year on the timeline on Instagram and whatnot, and it was a shoe that most people are looking forward to, something a little bit different from Kanye, but we kind of got screwed over on the release. It didn't come out in a regular release. I think it was only like All-Star Game and random locations in Chicago, so everyone else got pretty much screwed. What we did eventually get was the barium colorway, but it wasn't the pair, the OG that we've been looking for. But very recently they announced a restock and I managed to get a pair, so let's finally take a look at this. So the box that it comes in is absolutely gigantic. It has Quantum on the top of the box here, and on the side says Yeezy Quantum. I got these in a UK 11.5. Yeah. So if you see all of these shoes right behind you and all of these shoes right behind me here, they're all a UK 10. I'm a UK 10 pretty much. But in Yeezy, sizing gets a bit funny, so I'll talk about that later. But colorway wise is called Quantum, which is a little confusing because the barium has Quantum on the box. So is the shoe called Quantum or is the colorway called Quantum? I don't know. I thought it was Yeezy Basketball, but what do I know? Anywho, so open up the box, show you the shoes, and boom, here is the shoe in all of its chunky 3M reflective glory. And first impression right off the bat is actually pretty nice and definitely cooler than I'd hoped for. Details are very, very cool. So let's get some close-ups and take the shoe in properly. So silhouette wise, obviously it's very different to what you've seen from Kanye thus far. He has had some bulkier shoes where it was the 500, is that what they call it? The sort of 500 bigger boots. You get this kind of similar-ish ankle collar. But a lot of the cues I've noticed from this shoe is from the Yeezy V3. So the V3 is obviously a different pattern and a different whole cage and all that, but it's kind of like a Yeezy V3 high in a way. It has this very similar sort of toe box area. On this one, it's done in this material where it has this sort of U shape, but this whole sort of lacing system and this whole liner inside here, very reminiscent of the Yeezy 700 V3. So very similar. If you've had that shoe or seen that shoe, it's a very similar vibe, but obviously this one goes up in sort of a high or mid cut, whatever you want to call it. Pattern on this shoe is super dope, and why in my opinion this shoe is better than the barium, that's the only thing that really separates them apart, is different colors. But the pattern on this sort of side knitting here, very cool. I believe this version is the lifestyle version, if I'm correct. I can't remember now. I was debating this for ages and I finally noticed it on the pattern, but there was a lifestyle version and a basketball version. I believe this is the lifestyle version because I think the basketball version on this pattern here, it isn't sort of like a knit, it's more of like a TPU reinforced cage, which makes sense if you're going to be playing basketball in it seriously and the twists and turns and whatnot. One thing of this shoe that I hate, and I'm going to have to somehow sort it out, is the laces on this go on for days, like super long for no reason. So it's something that if I'm rocking at the moment, I'm gonna have to tuck it in somehow because it just looks ridiculous, or try and find some extra laces, because not only are the laces long, they're super duper stretchy as well. So very weird thing there. The ankle collar of this shoe is super duper loose. So I found that some Adidas shoes, they can be a little bit hard to get into because the ankle collar is so bloody narrow, and especially for someone like me who has wider feet, like getting into the 380s is not the easiest task ever because the ankle collar is so tight. But this one, it stretches, so pretty easy to get it inside and not something where you're going to worry too much about crushing the heel when you get it on. Obviously the back of the shoe is completely 3M, and supposedly the reason why this shoe was banned from the NBA because of the camera flashing from the media and whatnot will go a bit crazy on people. So the shoe, I don't play basketball anymore. Even when I did, I didn't really wear like proper basketball shoes, so I couldn't tell you what the traction would be like to actually play in. But it's got Adidas on the bottom, it's got Boost inside it, and it's in this sort of off-whitey colour, which matches super well with this pattern. The pattern is super dope. As I said, it's not that reinforced TPU cage which you find on the basketball version, although on the barium, which I do also have by the way, it does have sort of a TPU material. So I'm not sure if the barium is the basketball version and that's what released or whatnot, but this is a pair that actually literally got like 2 weeks ago. So I took an L on it, but the resale price of this was so cheap that I finally picked up a pair. Then a week later, they announced this. So now I've got both. Not sure if I'm going to keep both. This one's in a size 11, which is lucky because I managed to check out the sizing first on this pair. So on this pair, I went up for a 11.5. And to be honest, it's not a huge difference between the two. The only reason I went up for 11.5 is because the toe area on this shoe, I find it to be very shallow, as in like super low, and it was pressing on my toes, and my toe was like right at the front, which is crazy, as I said, because I'm a size 10. So I thought 11.5 might be a bit better. I tried 11.5 on. At first I thought I think I've made a mistake because the toe is better than it is on this pair, but then I get a little bit of heel slippage. But if I tighten the laces, I had them loose laced anyway, so when I tightened the laces I was locked in and it fit me much nicer than this pair. I was standing in this pair for like 2 minutes to see what it was like, and I could just feel the pressure on my toe. It didn't make me want to wear them. People say that they break in. I don't wear my shoes enough generally for them to break in quickly because I've got loads of pairs and my rotation is big. So if you used to ask me on sizing what would I do, Yeezy 350s I go up full size. So I'm a UK 10, I go up to UK 11, and Yeezy 350s. 700s, I wear an 11 again, full size up. V3s, I would say fit the same as these. So V3, I've got a size 11 and 11.5, and 11.5 fits me better. So for me, personally, a size and a half makes sense. But I would suggest for most people, minimum a full size up. That's what I would suggest. But then I spoke to somebody yesterday who went half a size down, so God knows what's going on. But anywho, I like this shoe a lot. I think it looks pretty dope. You tell me which you prefer, the Quantums or the barium. The bariums are cool. I would have been happy with just having them, but this lighter pattern, it just looks nicer to me. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. A little bit of a quick one. I have got so many shoes to get through because, as you know, I haven't made a video on my channel for a hot minute now. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram, @ashbashsneakers. You got any questions, anything you want to know, shout me in the DMs, I'll get back to you. I'm out. Later.